Hello and welcome to Nerdy Motion. This is my first car video and I'm telling you about my random purchase which I bought last year, and I don't really fully know why I bought it, but I guess there are some reasons. We're actually at the set of the Gale Farm Stadium. If you're a Huddersfield Town fan, then you'll recognise this. So this is my Citroen C4 VTS. It looks somewhat like an Adidas Superstar trainer from the side, and yeah, it's got like a wing on the top and it looks very odd, but yeah, this car really, I've always kind of wanted one, and I don't really know why I wanted one, but it's a bit of an odd thing, and I thought I'll show you the car and what my plans are on this channel for it. So you can see it's got xenon headlights. It's 2 litre 16 valve twin cam with variable valve timing. It revs around 7.5, nearly 8,000 RPM. It's got how can I explain it? It's not particularly fast at the bottom end, but when you know, once you get it on cam over 4,000 RPM, it does go. It goes really well. It's kind of weird looking, and the back of it, I mean, look at that. What the heck is that all about? It's absolutely crazy. It's got a big old wing. The strange bit is it has the world's smallest wiper, because why wouldn't you? This bit, which you never look out of, is glass, and the whole thing opens up like so, and it's got a massive boot, which is great. But yeah, that, I don't know, maybe if you want to stand under it, I guess it's kind of good for that. It's got quite a cool registration plate, but I paid, what did I pay for it? I think I paid £2,400 for it. It's done 70 something thousand miles. It's a 2-owner car, full service history. I've got every bill from it from right back when, and there's a few things that I want to do with it. I'll show you inside, because that's really strange. So let's have a look inside. So first of all, you'll notice that there is a T-tail, and that's very important because I've discovered that the aerial leaks, so I need to take the headlining out and fix that. But the weirdest thing has to be the steering wheel, which, yeah, why I don't know, but apparently it was a very safe feature, and it meant in an accident it was good to go. I've changed the stereo because it didn't have Bluetooth. I've got the old one, which then decided that some of the things don't work, like when you put it in reverse, it comes up on the screen showing you that you're reversing here. So let me put it in. Oh no, that's a brake. If I press that, you get it, and it'll show you on here how close you are to the other car, but it doesn't beep anymore, which I think is to do with the fact that the radio is not there. It's got twin climate control. It's got a little built-in air freshener just here, which is a nice feature. It's got very nice, and I must say the seats are incredibly comfortable in the front. The kids love the back seats. They say it's really cool and you feel really cocooned in the back. It's got lots of extras on it. It's got the tintin rear window. It's got cruise control. It has twin climate, as I said before. It has an unusual amount of holders for things, which is nice. And on my other channel, when you look at it, we go through it in a bit more depth, you'll see that it has a lot of pen holders, which seems to be a thing. There's like a bit here for your pen. There's another bit in the rear armrest for your pens. You've got another area which you could probably store pens in, because this was, you know, the right place to put a CD changer. You know, drop your crumbs in there. Very unusual. This is my makeshift charger at the moment. The cup holder is utterly useless, so it's fine for an air freshener. Not that it really needs it, because it's already got that one, but I gave it a little frighten with a sponge today and vacked it out. It's got the wrong car mats in, I think, as well, but the seat's lovely. I mean, it's Alcantara. ish. Look at this. Yes. Interesting things I found out about the car are there are some things that need doing. So the steering is off slightly, and I think the steering arm needs replacing. There's a slight bit of play in it. There is a level sensor that's gone at the back, which is causing the headlights to point, and squirrels are falling out of trees. So that needs doing. And what else is wrong with it? There's a few just like minor bits and bobs. The exhaust broke on the first week I had it. I fixed that, it was fine, it was just a clamp. But yeah, just bits and bobs. Nothing really too serious. But this is what I want to do with the channel. I want to get it so it's nicer. And I want to put new suspension on it. I would like to put some track tyres on it. I want to put new brakes on it, and new I'd probably put some silicone brake fluid in it and all that kind of stuff, and just get it to a point where it could be used as a bit of fun on a track day. And I know you're all going, why would you track day that thing? Well, it's unusual, that's the first thing. It will be probably slightly terrifying, so that will make it fun. And the other side to it is, you know, it's not an expensive car. It doesn't cost a lot of money. The parts are relatively cheap because it shares the platform with the Peugeot 307. And I think you can, well, the challenge is, can I do a track day for not a lot of money? Can I track this, have fun, as much fun as anybody else with their expensive cars, for little money? And that's really what I'm trying to find out. And yeah, for an unusual car, can we make it happen? So yeah, and we're going to look at other stuff like track day insurance, what that costs. We're working with a company at the moment who has offered to help sponsor the project. I'm always looking for sponsors because I've got no money to spend. But yeah, the whole project should be a bit of a giggle, I think, and hopefully it will inspire some other people to get out there and get yourself a cheap car. You don't have to go mad. You don't have to spend 10 grand or even 5 grand on some mad crazy car. You can just buy, there's oddball cars like this that go fairly well, that will give you a rewarding driving experience, and that's really what it's about. Plus, the weird bit, but there's another weird thing, everybody can see what speed you're going from outside because it displays the speed on a sort of really random screen that anybody can see the other way. I'm still annoyed about my number plate. I dropped my daughter off dancing and I caught it on the curb and it's all mullered. I'll show you the engine whilst we're here because it's quite unusual. There's a little cover here on this side which you don't have on the other side, which is just to stop anybody from knocking the handle and accidentally opening the bonnet whilst being in the passenger seat. The door bins are huge as well. That's my fake GoPro thing, and yeah, it fits nicely in there. So I'll show you the engine. Desperately need some tyres on this, so it's booked in for MOT. So the bonnet, as you can see, is flaking, but it's aluminium. It literally doesn't weigh anything at all. It's like tin foil. It just doesn't weigh anything. This is the engine, which is in need of some love in the sense of it's dirty, but it's very, very quiet. There's no knocking, no rattling, and it's had the important cam belt done, but I think I'm probably going to do it again. I would like to put an exhaust on it. I've just noticed that's come on clips. I'd like to put an exhaust on it, and an air filter so it sounds nice. But yeah, that's it really. The engine sits a long way back, it's almost in line with the front wheels, which gives it a nice little centre of gravity, I think. So, but yeah, it's cool, isn't it? In the comments, tell me, do you hate this car? Do you think I'm mental for trying? Or do you think this is a worthy project for Nerd in Motion? So let me know what you think. And like I say, I've worked on cars all my life until I started doing brewery stuff and owning a brewery. And I don't really want to get my... No, I'm going to end up having to get dirty. There's no doubt. You can't go on a track day without something falling off. So yeah, so I'm going to have to get my spanners out, no doubt. I've never really worked much with French cars, to be totally honest. The brands that I know, I did an apprenticeship on Jeep Chrysler. I've done a bit on Toyota. I've done little bits and all sorts of sports car stuff. Lots of Volkswagen, Audi, Seat, Skoda. I've worked on all of those. So yeah, as for tend to do German and sort of sports car-y stuff, and American. So this is well out of my wheelhouse. But yeah, that's it really. I don't know what else to say. I guess we could go for a little drive. I don't know how to rig the camera up. I'm learning about all this at the same time as you, so I'm going to try and work out how to do this inside the car. So yeah, bear with me. I don't know why people say bear with me, because I don't have a bear with me, but if I did, I'd be pretty frightened right now. Okay, so the Citroen C4 VTS, what is it like to drive? Well, I mean, I don't know what they were like new, so it's very difficult to say, because this one's kind of like a little bit Citroen-y, you know, it's rattles, the clutch is like on or off, the steering angle is off a bit, it's got the weirdest steering wheel known to man. It's nice though, but yeah, if you poodle along, so we're just going to chill here, just drive nice steady away, it's fine. You know, you can drive it economically, and it's the problem is all the suspension is quite worn now and really needs refreshing, as do the brakes and all the other bits, but it's quite soft, and that makes it quite comfortable. You can cruise. It grips all right. This road's a bit damp and a little bit greasy at the moment. You can see where it's got lots of salt in the middle of the road, but yeah, it's very much a nice drive, but nothing, you know, to set the world on fire. I've got the heating on. It's the first time in days that I actually feel really warm. The climate, it's got dual climate. It's nice. Yeah, it's all right. I just pet peeves are the gear knob is metal and it's freezing in winter. It's a little bit flat on that first bit up to 4,000 RPM, which means if somebody is going to try and overtake you off the lights or something, they're probably going to do it. Look at all the fly tipping around here. Disgraceful. I'm low on fuel, so we're going to head back. But we're going to take a few of these country roads here. And it's, yeah, you can tell it's a little bit soft. It's not ideal. It's a beautiful place to live around here though. But if this just had a bit of love on it, stiffened up a little bit, just a little bit of neat little things, better tyres, better brakes, a little bit lower, maybe some polyurethane anti-roll bar bushes, I think it would make all the difference to this car. I don't know how these other reviewers do driving and talking at the same time. You can hear it just revs and revs and revs and revs. I'm aware I'm low on fuel, so I can feel it stuttering. It makes a lot of noise. It makes a nice noise. It's revvy, sounds really good. Look at that. People have actually put signs out themselves that they've made saying no litter. Don't be that person throwing litter out the road. It just makes you look like you've got less than 2 brain cells to rub together, to be totally honest with you. Right, okay, so there's no cars on this bit, so it's nice. I love this little engine, it's great. Twin cam, I think it's, somebody in the comments no doubt will tell me, but it's a XU or an XM something. I read up somewhere that it was a joint project between Ford and Citroen, but I was corrected in a previous video that wasn't the case, so it just shows you can't believe everything on the internet. Yeah, I might take it easy here. I don't feel like going down there today. Obviously this doesn't have a roll cage, and I do know the road fairly well. I used to hoon around here many years ago. I used to have a BMW E21 that used to be a race car at some point in its life, and had been rolled on its roof. Oh, look at that view! Yeah. Just needs a bit of love. So yeah, I think this could be pretty good fun to drive on a track day, or certainly on a nice little hill climb or something. I think this could be good fun. And also, it's just a really bizarre car. So originally in the UK there was about 125, 126 showing as being registered and being used on the roads in the UK today. And now when I look, I think I put it on, this car's got its own little Instagram page. I'll put the link in the description, but I think it's around 82 or 83 that are actually taxed and on the road in the UK that are 2 litre 16 valve. So they're getting rarer and rarer and rarer. And obviously that makes getting some parts relatively difficult. But there's loads of these in Europe, loads and loads of them. And also the other thing is, a lot of the stuff on this car is exactly the same as the Peugeot 307, so you can get bits for it via that. So yeah, so that's it really. And as a driving car, it's certainly not your BMW or your Mercedes or maybe even your Golf to a certain degree, but it's certainly fun, and I think you can have fun in any car. So yeah, so I hope you like this video, and I hope you found it helpful. Please consider liking and subscribing, and till the next one, have a great week. Oh yes, the Stang.